Again, we are once again live here. This is our last quarterfinal of the competition. This is an all-Brazilian event right now. Lucas Nogueira, our winner from the trials, taking on Dudu Pedro, who's the godfather of bodyboarding here at Itacoatiara. And this is Lucas right here on the left. His first wave. Look at this big ARS there busting through that lip. Looking good. Trying to push out through the foam when he does. So we're going to wait for a score to come through. And he does get a 5.75 in the first wave. Good one right there. So 5.75 coming through for our trials winner. So a very good score to open up. And that's a way that gets your nerves calmed down.
Yeah, it's usually the way to begin your heats is just calm down a bit. It's you're always going to get nerves in these kind of events, and there's points and money on the line, so it's all normal. But the calmer you are, the better options you usually take through the heat.
Sure.
Sure, if you want.
I'm feeling that one.
Am I getting too serious?
Nah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. That's the main thing. You can't get too serious. These guys are doing what they love. On a amazing little set here we have in Brazil.
Yeah, definitely some great competitors, and definitely guys that hustle out here and are able to do well in these smaller waves and really put together some big maneuvers in small waves.
Yeah, which is it's going to be key to winning these kind of heats. It's not particularly ideal conditions, but nonetheless, these guys are professionals and they know what they're doing. Dudu Pedro having a good look at this left over here. Camera's just sort of panning his way. He's seen an edge. And it's a good looking left-hander. What's he got here?
It's a good size wave.
Whoa!
Oh!
It's almost like the thing just comes straight at him. I don't know what you can score that.
Exploded everywhere.
Yeah, spewed him. Spewed him out the end. Oh, on the other hand, he goes Lucas. Little claim to the crowd going into that closeout. You might have to turn around and kind of get out there as quick as you can because it's going to be a bit of a priority thing going on. It looks like Dudu's got him. This one's going to land on his head. And it doesn't make it easy when the sand's kind of filling up your wetsuit. Lucas is wearing a long arm spring, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many of these riders are wearing, wetsuits with a lot of meat on it. Because to me, you don't need it.
Yeah, but I guess we've kind of tuned into our water conditions.
Well, especially these guys who, look at that. That's a good set right there. It's a good size wave. But a lot of these guys are from, warm water countries, and they're really used to warm water. So if there's any chill at all, they don't like it. Again, let's look at the scores. 5.75 still for that first wave, Lucas. 1.38 on his second wave. Only a 2 for Dudu on that big pit he tried to roll on the left. Still tons of time. 23 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in our last quarterfinal. Here he is, yellow, Dudu Pedro.
Wow, check this out. It's a bigger kind of wave. He's getting into the section too. It's a quick little roll. Not little, I should say. That was pretty huge.
Yeah.
Dudu Pedro showing off the purple slick. He's a Pride rider. They're one of the major sponsors of this event.
Title sponsor.
Title sponsor. There you go. I'm not paid to know that, so.
Dudu, look at this. All this foam right there.
Busting through. That was a heavy landing. He probably jumped with that explosion there, which is pretty incredible, but this is what the waves are dishing up today. Big frothy ones for the boys. It's an interesting fin combination there by Dudu. And he's just kind of going to run around the front of the crowd here. He probably wants to get on the inside of those lefts, even though he's not in great position priority-wise, but just going to put him in a better position.
And a score coming through for Dudu, 6.75 on that big whitewater roll.
Wow, great score. Man, imagine we see a Dudu v Jeff Hubbard semi-final. That would be pretty interesting.
Pretty insane.
Yeah. So the field is dropping off as we speak. We only had 8 riders to begin with. We've got 3 positions locked in for the semi-finals. Semi-final 1 will find Amaury Laverne and Nicholas Bastos. Semi-final 2, we've already locked in Jeff Hubbard. We mentioned he put on a clinic in that last quarterfinal.
Yeah, he did. He was patient and got the waves he needed.
Yeah, and now these 2 guys are battling it out. 2 Brazilians. So we're definitely going to see a Brazilian in each semi-final so far.
Yes.
We're going to see a Brazilian final.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. And both Brazilians are actually not rated in the GSS. I mean, it is one world rankings, but they're not 24 competitors.
So again, 20 minutes and 20 seconds ago, and man, both these Brazilians who are still in the competition are, like Dal said, unrated GSS riders. And Dudu Pedro, actually, he got the wild card, and he's made the most of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. Quarterfinals is nothing to sneeze at. And it's going to actually count towards the GSS ranking for these boys. So if they're looking to qualify into the big boys round, GSS, this is going to be crucial for them. You see the crowd starting to build up here.
Yeah, people are showing up, cheering on the Brazilians.
Have a look at the color on that mountain in the background. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
pretty insane. It's definitely an aesthetically beautiful place and just great visuals all around. You see a rider in red paddling.
Lucas. It's a sucky little right. He's kind of set his line for a pit, but that thing just did the same as Dudu's one, just exploded. Not quite sure what happened there, but oh, there's a body surfer in the background. What color is that board? It looks like a kind of light brown. That looks kind of cool.
Kind of, you lose it in the wave here.
Yeah. Like sand. Another angle here. Actually, same angle.
Nice right-hander. Nice clean bottom turn. Look at the section in front of him. A lot of white water.
He said he's lined for a pit. Maybe just thought otherwise. And the tough conditions today.
And I'm going to have to let's get a report after this quarterfinal to see exactly how many heats he had to make it through, but I believe it was
first round of the
trials?
trials?
Like 15th heat now
You're
of this
kidding.
competition, including the trials. Maybe 6th, 16th. I think he had 8. He had 8 total in the trials.
So for a trialist to win a GSS event, it's near impossible.
So many heats to go through.
So many heats,
amazing.
so many different ways it can happen. There's 4-man heats even. They're no easy feat.
What if he wins? Can you imagine that? Just a shock.
Well, we haven't seen that since Alex Urunga. Reunion Island a couple of years ago, he actually managed to do it, which amazingly enough got him into the GSS series. Trialist winning the final of the GSS is, it's pretty incredible. These boys are in the quarterfinals, so anything can happen. They got a week break, so I'm sure he's forgotten about those other heats he's already surfed.
Let's take a look at our IBA Facebook page. Make sure you guys like the page. We got to a big goal the other day, 50,000 likes. Make sure you share that. We're going to have to get it up to 100,000 here eventually.
150.
We're working on it.
Million. Anything's possible. Bodyboarding really showing that it is an international sport. So many people tuning in for this event today. See these guys battle it out for the 4th event on tour, I believe.
It's all right. This is the 4th tour of the GoPro IBA World Tour. Itacoatiara Pro, the 2nd time we've been here. Great waves last year. Again, some heavy beach break this year.
Heavy beachies. Heavy shore breaks.
Georgie Tarrant asking, Dallas, I heard you're from Newcastle. In what area and what is your favorite wave to ride around Newey?
Oh, Newey. You got to
Newey, mate.
You got to have a look at Newey, Eric. You'd love the place. Well,
is Newcastle north of Sydney?
Yeah, it's sort of like the Wollongong north of Sydney.
Look at this left.
There we go. Decent backy there from Lucas. Bit frothy there. He's going to get another chance to drop a roll.
It's a bit frothy, but he's going to be a bit frothy after those two
He
numbers.
is a bit frothy.
So Lucas is a 5.75 and a 5.25, and man, some consistent waves there. And he's currently beating Dudu Pedra, who has a 6.75 and a 2.
Yeah,
So I mean, both these guys, one's a wild card, one came from the trials. So we're gonna have one of these guys gonna make it through at least the semifinals. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, check this flip out. It's actually pretty cool in the replay. There's a lot of foam there, like you said, a bit of froth. Lucas frothing on that second one. Second maneuver on a wave. You got to be happy to get 2 maneuvers into a wave here. It's just so short and so difficult. Judges love that kind of stuff. But yeah, just get back to Newcastle. Amazing place for bodyboarding. Amazing bodyboarding culture and history. Some great riders coming out of there. And, you know, there's plenty of young guys too that really love the sport. And hopefully one day we'll get to see an event there. I'd love to see one, actually. It's I'm sure a lot of people would love the town, the area. And, yeah, well, I can't really say anything negative about the place because it's where I was born, it's where I live, and it's where I love.
So it's how far north of Sydney?
2 hours. So
Okay.
it's almost like you got Wollongong about an hour and a half south of Sydney. This is sort of like the Wollongong of the north.
Is it now? Is it a lot warmer? Just a little bit warmer.
A bit warmer than Wollongong, yeah. Yeah, it's spring in the summer, steamer in the winter. It's not amazingly warm, but it's got a lot to offer. I don't know.
So
what else can I talk about?
4.58 coming through for Lucas Nogueira on that last wave. Not going to be one of his 2 scoring waves,
Unfortunately.
but he's looking good, leading Dudu Pedra, the godfather of Itacoatiara bodyboarding.
I guess he got a little bit taxed on that flip just because it was a smaller wave. We got a really cropped angle, so I guess it looked a bit better than what it might have to the judges. But yeah, wave quality really comes into the criteria here, especially on the final day. If you're on the best waves, you're likely to get the best scores. There's not much more to say about that.
Say hi to Juju Freitas, who's watching us at home
Juju?
in Florianopolis.
Jewy. Here we go. There's that 100-meter beach I was talking about earlier.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's huge. What am I thinking?
Yeah, it's a good thing you're a bodyboarder.
Yeah. Yeah, I spend more time in the water, so... Anyway, that is a great pan angle there of Itacoatiara. Check out the crowd just building. This is... We're going to need a stadium next year, I think. And yeah, we're just back to the action in the water.
There's action all over the beach here.
Here we go. Dudu Pedra.
Trying to come up with something. He needs
It's just a bumpy wave. I don't know where he's going to think he's going with this, but actually...
Well, look at that. He only
slabby
needs a
little roll.
4.25. Remember, that 6.75 of his is the highest scoring heat of the day.
Well, he's got that. But hang on a second. He goes Lucas on another left. Good section. It's a tight little backy.
Yeah.
Pretty similar to his last wave, really. Just trying to get another roll in there. It's tough, you know. He kind of did the exact same as he did in his last wave, so it's up to the judges to really figure out if that was better than the identical combination he dropped earlier. But Dudu Pedra, that was a pretty cool roll. We might be able to see a replay here. Just scooping in on a frothy one, but this section kind of hit him in the face almost, and he done so well just to roll straight out of that thing. But he's going to have to work maybe a little bit harder to really get a lead on Lucas this heat. Here we go again.
Look at this left-hander. And he's just kind of waiting, and starts bottom turning through a slow, perfect section and rolls it nicely.
Yeah. Kind of wondering whether or not that will get more points, but this is a shame because that wave kind of farted out on him, you could say, towards leading into that backflip.
Was that Ian Campbell?
Ian or Jared? Looks like Jezza.
5.83 on the last wave for Lucas Nogueira and a 5.25 for Dudu Pedra. So Dudu Pedra is now in the lead. Lucas Nogueira, our trials winner, needs a 6.18 if he wants to get back into first position and advance on into the semis. Remember, the loser of the seed take an equal fifth, 1,220 points and $1,500.
Yeah, that's right. 2 Brazilians, 1 local. It's a tight battle. Half a point in it with these fellas at the moment. Lucas after a pretty decent score. But we have seen some pretty decent scores so far this morning. A couple of 7s.
For sure.
So
And these riders sitting really close to each other with only 12 minutes to go.
yeah, it's funny. Hey, it's quite a big contest area, so they can separate themselves quite far. But even in, I'm just kind of thinking back to my heat I had the other day, and you kind of want to be close to the other guy, just so you know that they're not getting anything that you couldn't. Especially if you're in priority, it's unnerving to think that someone down the beach may possibly getting better ways than you are.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we're seeing now on our screens. If you're at home, just throw some questions. You know, if you want to know anything about the sport that me or Eric might know, happy to help you out.
Yeah, we're waiting for you. We have our next co-host, who's a little bit early. Who's coming in here?
It's Jared Houston, good friend, South Africa.
The Zaffer.
Zaffa, the
Zed.
Zoid Africa. Am I right with that? I don't know. Sun's out, buns out down here at Brazil.
Ooh.
The beach fashions are interesting, to say the least.
Amazing.
Yeah, so Jared Houston's going to jump in for me, and he's going to run you through a couple of the heats running up into the semi-finals. And beach scenes are unbelievable down here in Itacoatiara.
Let's see if we
Can't
get
really
some
say
more
much more about
comments.
that. Yeah, like I said, got some questions for me, Eric. Throw them down. We want to hear them. I want to share my wisdom. What do you reckon?
Dallas, do you prefer barrels over an air? It's from Nikolai.
Probably prefer airs, to tell you the truth. But it depends. If I'm getting heaps of barrels, I want to hit a section, and the other way around kind of works too. But no, it's hard to choose between the both.
Jeremy wants to know if you can explain how the priority works.
Priority, okay. You touch a wave, the other guy gets priority. It's sort of like old law rules, you could say. If you're in any sort of surfing situation, the guy on the inside who's been waiting the longest has preference on any wave he wants. So
We'll start from the beginning. The first rider to be out in where the lineup is considered gets priority.
Yeah.
If he takes a wave or paddles for a wave or catches a wave, he loses priority, right?
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, if you're looking interested in a wave and you really want to paddle for it, to the point where the other person doesn't get a chance to surf it, priority changes. If you're in first priority, you can pretty well catch whatever you want. You can run over the other guy. You can do whatever you want to the other guy. He really has, second priority, more or less. It's really an awesome thing in competition surfing because it narrows the competition down to ability. It's not so much what's going on during the lulls here. It's more about what they're doing on the wave, and it's a more of a.
That's amore.
That's amore.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it sure
When
is.
the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I haven't even forgotten what I was talking about. I was starting to mumble, so let me know if I am.
Did I throw you off on my jokes there, buddy?
Yeah, a little bit. A couple of the boys just getting fruity out on the jet ski.
It's getting fruity.
Getting fruity. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, look at this. Might be a race.
Yeah, we could have a race out here. Hopefully they don't go too close to the competitors because they kind of tend to chop up the lineup.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very fun.
And I'm not sure if Dudu would really appreciate that. Since he's a local boy and he's quite big, he probably can enforce pretty easily. That's amore.
Dallas, have you ever surfed down in Tassie?
Never. I know all the Tassie crew, and they're such legends. So I would love to get down there, surf some of their waves. Not particularly 20-foot shipstones.
Look at this. Duda Pedro on the right.
Yep, just lifting and
He has a
over there.
6.75 and a 5.25, so he wants to get rid of a 5.25. That question came from Samuel. So tell us about Tassie.
From what I know, it's just a big, heavy, cold kind of place to surf.
Burr.
So
Waves
I have
coming
got
off the Antarctic?
Yeah, I guess so. sure there's seals and sharks and killer whales and all that kind of stuff too. So that's all fun things to experience in the
deal
water.
with?
Yeah, so yeah, I'll be down in Tassie soon.
4.78 for Dudu, so that's not going to be enough to change any of the situation. And I want to mention, of course, you guys, if you're coming to Rio and you're staying somewhere down here, you want to come bodyboard, surf, hang out, just have a nice vacation, you need to check out Villa Helena.
Yeah.
100%. Check
100.
out Villa Helena. They're on Facebook. If you're friends with Dallas or myself or on our fan pages on Facebook, you will see a link to the Villa Helena page.
Yep.
Make sure you get it. Check them out. Stefan and Elena will dial you in here in Brazil.
Oh.
And there's no better place you could possibly stay
Oh.
than at Villa Helena.
Oh.
Right here, walking distance to the beach.
Oh.
Elena is my new mom. my Brazilian mother.
Yeah,
I am now half Brazilian.
There you go.
So maybe I can get the wild card here next year.
Maybe Helena can get the wild card.
Yes.
Stefano. Yeah, it's let me just paint a picture for you. You're coming to Brazil, you're coming to an amazing little town called Itacoatiara, and you want to surf these kind of waves and really enjoy the sun and everything it's got to offer. Just imagine bringing your mum along in your suitcase.
And she just comes here and cooks and cleans
cooks
up and,
and cleans.
and dials you in.
Yeah, she's you know, hospitality plus from those guys, and we really thank them for helping out the crew. In particular, everyone really. She's been very homely to me and Eric.
Yep. Clement Goyan is shot up double. Miro Lamaz deserved to win. Let's see. So he's pumped on Amore.
Good on him.
Some more Gomaz.
I wonder if those guys are from Brazil or not. I mean, sorry, from France, I should say.
Oh, Reunion.
Maybe Reunion. Reunionese.
Reunionese, that's right.
Moz is champion of the bloke. He
Blokes and Sheilas.
he's a good bloke, mate.
He's such a cool dude, bro.
Such a cool dude, bro. Bro.
Man.
I've been working on my Hawaiian too, so I'm not sure if I
Jared's
should.
pumped to get in here, isn't he? Look at Jared, the Sapphire.
He's itching.
I'm actually gonna let him. I'm gonna let he and you take over a little bit. I'm gonna
Okay.
get my one little break of the day, and then I'm gonna come back with some energy to do the.
Finals and semis. There
Yeah.
you go. That's good to know. That I'll be in the box seat. Dudu just spinning off the top there.
Oh.
Just a bit of a combo of moves. Not a great wave for him. I'm sure he's going to want something better than that. So I'm going to have the power, you could say, for the next couple of minutes.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
Yeah, Dallas. Then you can go make some graphics.
Maybe
As
I
you
should.
see, Dudu on this left. Remember, this is kind of like the godfather, the guy who really got bodyboarding started on this beach. Dudu Pedro's an OG here at Itacoatiara. We gave him a wild card, and he is making the most of it.
That's good. You're a good commentator. Because
Did I just throw you off?
I
with
got
that stuff?
excited like straight away.
Off of what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my job, buddy. And if I can excite you, that really makes me feel good.
Yeah, because I see this kind of stuff every day.
I love getting you excited.
Yep.
3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Man, we almost need a translator in here next heat between yourself and Jared Houston. But this is Red paddling. Lucas Nogueira on this big right, driving bottom turn. What's he going to do with all this speed?
Oh,
Into the pit, nothing doing.
No answers there. Opportunities, no answers. Sorry for that. Here comes Dudu Pedra coming off the bottom turn.
What's his answer?
I'm practicing my commentating, and he drops a
Oh,
semi-okay roll. I'm not going to go too far with that.
Semi-okay roll, says Dallas. Dallas, we got to help you out with that. Dallas, that was an intense roll, going up late underneath that thick lip and riding it out smooth in that rough whitewater section. And Dudu Pedra showing you why he is a veteran of the sport and making it count once again with that wild card.
How do I back that up? It's something else. Yeah, as you said, driving, rolling. But you know, these adjectives that you're dropping are pretty impressive.
Look at the paddle now. Lucas Nogueira is moving. Maybe
Chin
a
on
set
board.
coming in and a wave score coming through. Dudu Pedro got a 5 in the last one. Not going to matter. Again, he has a 6.7 and a 5.25. Lucas Nogueira needs a 6.18. He's capable of it. We know he is. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and this heat is close.
Can you imagine Dudu making the final, winning the final? What's going to happen tonight? Big party. The whole beach will blow up.
Just explode with love and joy and laughter.
Yeah. And the rest of it.
It's like Woodstock, Brazil.
Explode with love. Yeah. 2 minutes remaining. Quarter number 4. Dudu, local boy in first place. He's looking good to come home with the win here. Lucas is just searching around, and seems as though there's not much happening for him at the moment.
1 minute, 45 seconds to go. Time is winding down.
Do you reckon we'll get an invite to Dudu's party when he wins? We'll get an invite to Dudu's party?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. That's cool. Little left wedge in the background there. These rocks are custom made for wedges here in Brazil. If you're ever thinking about coming down, pretty much every beach wedges. Dudu just throwing an arm up there. I'm pretty sure he was claiming that Lucas was paddling for that wave.
Maybe he wants to know
He
what.
wants priority. He wants priority.
Ooh, look at this. This is a set wave. He needs a 618. This is a big wave, Dallas.
This is clutch time for
Oh!
Lucas. Oh, my goodness. That was a tough wave to roll on. I think he's just drowning underneath that foam ball.
Where is
Look at
he?
that soup. He's still at the back. Unfortunately, that could have been the last chance that Lucas gets in this heat. Possibly. Maybe. Dudu's really looking at a semi-finals berth here. It's 30 seconds remaining. It's just inches away from his grasp. He's going to come up against Jeff Hubbard in semi-final number 2, it seems.
Yeah.
But here goes Joel, Zeke. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen. He's pumped for his buddy. He can't believe his buddy's made his first semi-final.
So, time is winding down. Dudu on a little victory lap right here. Just reminding everyone that, hey, I can have some fun too.
Yeah.
That's it. So your semifinals are set. Amore Laverne and Nicholas Bastos versus Jeff Hubbard and Dudu Pedra. That is coming up right now. We have Dudu celebrating the local boy,
Boys
the man, the
jumping in.
myth, the Itacoatiara legend.
Some great scenes here down at the beach. Joel just giving
Everybody's
his mate a hug.
pumped for
Can't
him.
believe he made the semis. And he's going to have to take down a red-hot Jeff Hubbard in the semi-final, which, you know, is possible. These guys are really passionate, plenty of skill.
Well, he had a 12 as a total score, which was lower than Jeff's total score in his heat, just to give you an idea. But things can certainly change. So Amore Laverne versus Nicholas Bastos coming up after that, Jeff Hubbard and Dudu Pedra. Right now, we're going to send you to a commercial. When we come back, the first semifinals is 30 minutes long. Get ready for some action as we get closer to the finals.